On Wednesday, under rainy weather conditions, the Alvernia Crusaders took on Lebanon Valley College in their first game of the Middle Atlantic Conference. Lebanon Valley tested the Verns goalkeeper Kevin Shupp early, but Shupp would keep the game scoreless. Sean Boyd tried to give Alvernia the lead, but LVC goalkeeper Brian Lockward used his head to stop the shot. Malik Pedroso opened the scoring for Lebanon Valley with only 1:30 left in the first quarter. Lebanon Valley did not let up in the second quarter as they cashed in 4 more goals, going into halftime with a 5-0 lead. To help stop the bleeding, Kevin Shupp played strong in the third quarter, only allowing 1 shot to get by him. Alvernia Crusaders showed signs of life with 5 minutes remaining in the game by scoring 3 times, 2 goals coming off the stick of Rick Reed and 1 from Brian Ray. The game ended with Lebanon Valley on top 10-3. The Crusaders are back in action Saturday against Kings at Schleger Memorial Field.
We're here today with Coach Carrington of the Alvernia University Crusaders men's lacrosse team. Coach, after today's game, do you have any reactions?
Yeah, I think that we came out today. We had 10 players, so obviously there's 10 guys on the field, so there were no substitutes today. We had 2 guys go down with injuries last week, so we are very slim. LVC, this is their second year of competition now, and they brought in a pretty nice sized roster. Coach Haas has done a great job recruiting over there. So so we started the game off, and again we knew that we were going to face some adversity today because of our low numbers. But I don't think the guys used that as an excuse. I thought that defensively the guys did a tremendous job today. We worked a lot with our sliding and our recovering, and then some of the other wrinkles that we put into our defense in terms of like our zone play and some of our junk defenses as well. And I thought settled defense, the guys did a phenomenal job today. I don't think Lebanon Valley scored 1 settled goal on us. Their goals came off of transition and off of unsettled situations. So I think one thing that we really need to work on defensively is the fact that once the ball hits the ground, or once we do slide and recover, or when the ball is coming over and when we don't have numbers to our advantage, that we definitely need to continue to talk, and we need to do a better job of communicating with each other in the unsettled situations. But again, settled defense, no complaints.
Is there any players from your team that you think played particularly well?
It's a loss. It's tough. We try to say, we try to look at the loss and say, well, what caused us to lose, and it's usually a team thing. So it's also tough to say, who played extremely well in a loss. But there's one guy that definitely sticks out in my mind, Rick Reed. He's a freshman midfielder for us. Here's a guy who played midfield all game. Most of our players, switch between attack and midfield throughout the game because of our low numbers. But Rick Reed is a guy who played midfield all game long. Just never took any breaks. Was on every face-off wing, plays on a man-down unit, plays on the EMO unit, and then in the fourth quarter, again, after we've been running up and down the field the entire game, this kid is going full speed to the cage. He had 2 goals in the last 5 minutes of play there. So again, I think one guy I could mention, it's definitely Rick Reed. He did a tremendous job today of just showing the heart and showing the kind of tenacity that we want to have representing our program moving forward.
All right, and you have Kings coming up on Saturday, your next game. How do you plan to prepare for them?
Well, I just to sort of reiterate what I said, I think defensively you just need to clean up some of the unsettled stuff and the transition defense. But settled defense I think looks good, and I think that'll look good on Saturday against Kings as well. I think that one thing that we definitely need to work on is our offense. We've got to understand that if we don't go at full speed offensively, if we don't beat somebody offensively, it's going to be very difficult for us to score goals. So I think that we saw that towards the end of the game today, where we had some guys going at full speed and we were able to create some nice shots. But if we don't do that throughout the first 3 quarters, we're going to be in trouble. We don't have the kind of team that's built for major comebacks. So again, we need to focus on the offense and moving forward for Kings. We're going to give the guys a day off tomorrow. We'll watch some film, but on Friday we'll get ready for Kings, and then we have the game on Saturday. But offensively, if we can go at full speed and we continue to do the things that we are doing well defensively, I think it'll be a good ball game.
All right, Coach Aaron, thanks for your time.
All right,
and good luck on Saturday.